Hello, Joe here once again. Flash Gala time. That means we have a couple new characters to look at, so let us do that. Oh, I didn't log in last night, that's why that's there. Jessica. Okay, with a haircut. Interesting. In dark. And Bowman, Fantasy Ire. Also in dark. I don't remember the deal with him. I don't know, he's like some like Fight Club type shenanigans involving Ire, I think. I don't remember the exact connection to Ire. But I mean, I guess makes some sort of sense having Jessica as well, but they're both in dark, so that means they're going to have to be either really good or fill a particular niche to really see much use. Obviously dark is the land of Lich and Fediel, who are basically auto slots in every comp if you have them. But let's take a quick look at these weapons first, as we normally do. Boost to charge attack damage stackable on Ogi. Big boost to Dark Eyes attack. Big CA damage and Excelsior. Interesting. So it does have an FLB. I might see use maybe if you're playing like Kengo or something in dark. I'm not sure. Seems fine. Nothing outstanding. Tank and counter effect to MC, 3 hits and boost hostility on Ogi. Medium enmity and yeah, okay, that's a whatever weapon. Let's take a look at Jessica. So her Ogi is unworldly damage, dark damage to a foe. Boost to all allies CA specs 1 time. 15% boost to charge bars. Consume 1 cannonball. Can only be used with 1 or more cannonballs. Okay. Dark damage to all foes. Increase max charge diamonds. Uplift effect to all allies. Debuff immunity 1 time. Okay, that's quite a big cooldown for that. Skill 2, CA reactivation effect to another dark ally 1 time. 100% boost to charge bar. Consumes 1 cannonball. I'm assuming for CA reactivation, the second one doesn't need to consume a cannonball. I want to say that's how CA reactivation works. It will just automatically reactivate as in the name, the CA without any costs that would normally be associated with it, I think. And then instant CA standby to caster, deal triple attacks 1 time. Okay. Support skills. When a dark ally uses a charge attack, restore that ally's HP, boost to attack and defense stack. Well, that's interesting. And Jessica gains 1 cannonball every 5 turns, and upon dealing triple attacks, starts battle with 2 cannonballs. Okay, so at least that means you can use this turn 1, which is fine. I'm not sure what to make of her, to be honest. My main concern is really she has a huge cooldown, and this will probably be 10 turns once you've leveled her. Which, you get a veil, and it's a gravity as well, but still seems a bit high for that. So obviously I guess you'd want to use this, so like, obviously instant CA specs is good, but like, you're not going to be able to use the CA if you don't have a cannonball, which you will get once you do a triple attack from this. But then you're going to be wasting the charge bar that you're going to gain from that 1 turn of guaranteed triples. That's honestly not too sure what to make of her, to be honest. Like, honestly, like I'm not that impressed. Like, this is cool. Like, especially if you're in using like a Kango comp or something in Dark, where you're going to be ogieing a lot. Like, this is probably super useful. I mean, let me, as I usually do, check to see if the wiki has updated. It looks like it has. Okay, so we can see some numbers. Hopefully. Nope. Yes, this is a 1000 heal, which normally is pretty low, but if you're ogieing quite often, then that's gonna add up pretty decently. We'll say this nuke here has a base cap of 1.205 million, so it's going to be a pretty chunky hit. It's only a single hit, obviously, but yeah, I still think that 10 turn cooldown is kind of yikes. But yeah, honestly, like, she seems fine. Like, I don't think you would use her over. I don't think she would be your third in a Lich and Fedio comp, to be honest. Like I said, this stuff, like this, the buffs when another ally ogies, and then she gives buffs on her charge attack as well, I think is all fine, it's all great. I think I don't think any of this is enough to use over, like, you know, 6 or even like Summer Magisa or something. Like, because she does give some, obviously, some utility. But I think, unless you desperately need this utility, I think you're much better going off with, like I said, one of those two characters that I mentioned, or someone else who can put out a lot more damage than she will. Because she'll be doing good Ogi damage because she has Unworldly, but you're not going to be able to do it super often. Twice on turn 1 because of this, but then after that, it's only going to be, at worst, every 5 turns. I mean, if you have... I don't remember... If you're using Kengo, I don't remember how strong this triple attack buff on the mastery level buff thing when you do chain bursts is. But she has one triple attack EMP, so probably go for that. But unless you can make her triple more consistently, like, she's not going to be able to OE super often, or at least not as often as you would like, especially in a charge attack focus comp with Kango or whatever. But yeah, she's not bad. I don't think she's bad at all. I think if you're missing like some of the key dark units, I think she's probably pretty solid. But like, personally, I don't see much reason why I would use her over, like I say, 6 or someone. Not sure about that. Now let's take a look at Bowman, who's also in Dark. So his Ogi is a massive dark damage to a foe and bonus dark damage effect to Bowman, so some Ogi, some echoes rather. 2-hit dark damage to foe, restore caster's HP, pass caster's hostility to a random ally, auto activates when a foe uses a special attack. That's... don't think we've seen that before, that's interesting. 3-hit dark damage to foe, hit to dark defense, stackable. Auto activates upon normal attacks, that's cool. Especially for all you agonized gamers out there, that'll be pretty good. Skill 3, more damage skills. Dark damage to foe, random buff to caster. So avail, we have double attack, double strike. Nice. Charge bar gain. Auto activates upon using charge attack. Cool. Skills can only be used when auto activated. Booster attack, deal triple attacks, counters upon taking damage 1 hit. Uses charge attack even when charge attacks are set to hold. Boost CA specs. Interesting. So he is literally full auto character. Like, you cannot control him at all. Ha. There's nothing that says that you can't. I would assume that you can manually sets him to guard in V2 fights. But yeah, otherwise he just does what he wants. So take a quick look at some numbers. Wiki does seem to be mostly updated. This is a 20% perp mod, which is nice, and then 30% boost to CA damage and 15% cap, which is pretty okay. His nuke caps are fine. This is a 265 per hit. This is 185 per hit, and then 450 for this. 450k, thousands. That's what I'm talking about, obviously. But I'm assuming that these auto activates don't put them on cooldown. You'd assume you would hope not. Usually auto activated stuff doesn't just ignores whether it's on cooldown or not, because if they don't go on cooldown when they auto activate, then he seems pretty cool. He seems pretty decent. If they do go on cooldown, then he is DOA. Like, why would you use him? Yeah, he's a strange character. Like, he doesn't give much utility. Like, he gets some stackable dark defense, which is fine. This is not sure what to make of this. This could be good or bad depending on what comp you're using. And the potential to get double strike every time he charge attacks is pretty cool. Obviously he only gets one of these buffs. I have to wonder if the double strike one is weighted to turn up less often. I'm not sure if they've done that before with random buff skills. But I don't know. He seems fine. Honestly, he seems like a decent third to use if you're missing like a super leveled up 6 or another really strong damage character in Dark. Like, he seems like he'd be a pretty decent third in a Lich and Fenio comp. And if you're doing full auto, he's probably good in there as well, just because he's literally just a full auto character, since you literally cannot control him. You can't even tell him to do charge attacks or not, but yeah, not much to say about him because he's pretty simple. I will say, I did say at the start that dark characters kind of need to be either really strong or fill a particular niche. I think both of these kind of do satisfy that second thing. I don't think Jessica is super strong, but I think she does have potential if you're focusing on pure Ogi playstyle in Dark. Like I said, the only concern is how often you can get her to use her Ogi because of her cannonball mechanic. Like, she really does require a lot of triple attack support to be able to do that consistently. Which, if you can give her that, I think she is pretty good. It's just, if you can't get her to triple attack consistently, then I think she falls off quite hard. And then Bowman is just just stick him in and watch him do work, I guess. Again, like, I don't think either of them are worth using over like a Summer Magisa or maybe even a FLB 6. Like Transcendent 6, I think you definitely want to use over either of them, but if you only have them like MLB or maybe even FLB, you can maybe find a reason to use one of them over him. But yeah, that is the fate of, non-limb characters in Dark, is that they have so much going against them because of how strong their grands and some of their limited characters are. But anyways, that's that. Thank you for watching, and see you again in a couple of weeks at the end of the month for more new characters. Peace out.